Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Today, the Lord has given me a word of encouragement to give to you, his children. And that word is simply to be strong, be courageous, and be calm. 3 words. Be strong, be courageous, and be calm. And when we think about those 3 very powerful words, be courageous, be strong, and be calm, the first question that comes into your mind could perhaps be, how can I remain strong in this atmosphere of the murder of George Floyd and so many other Black brothers and sisters over the last 30 to 45 days? And when we go back even further, we look at where we are as Black people in this country over the last 400 years, when we are faced with so much racism and destruction of Black lives, and people not taking Black lives as important compared to white lives or any other lives. You've heard from the white people that are in power, more or less, say that when you speak of Black Lives Matter, they say, well, white lives matter also. Well, they would be right. All lives matter in the sight of God, because in essence, we are all God's children. The same blood runs through all of our bodies, irregardless to what the color of our skin may be. Unfortunately, the color of the white skin, a lot of that side of the equation look at the color of Black skin and do not consider it as important. So therefore, they have a tendency to ignore the Black lives. They have done so for the last 400 years. And today, in spite of the police brutality concerning young Black men in America, from the leadership of the highest office right down through the ranks, don't seem to care about Black lives. So what are we as Black people to do? We must insist upon our right to exist in this America. And not only just in America, but throughout the world. Our lives are just as important as any other lives. We as Black people built this country, and the lives of all people are standing on the backs of Black people. And when God says to us to be strong, He's talking to our mentality to set our minds on the things above, that he will strengthen us in the time of needs. He says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 41 and verse 10, he speaks these words and he says, "Do not fear. Do not fear, for I am your God." And when you can look upon those words as God speaking truth to power and telling us to be strong, he's saying to us, although they're going to throw stones at you, they're going to throw roadblocks at you, be strong. And he says, I will strengthen you because I am your God. And he says, when they try to knock you down and put their knee on your neck and keep you down, he says, I will help you. I will help you overcome. I will fight your battles for you. And that is why, brothers and sisters, we as black people over the last 400 years have been able to remain and thrive and exist in this world, because we knew that God had our backs when he told us to be strong. He told us to be courageous in the face of your enemy. When they put their knee on your neck, remain strong and courageous. And then he says, remain calm in the face of your enemy, because I will fight your battles for you. I will strengthen you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And this, my brothers and sisters, is what we have to learn to do. We have to continue to fight the good fight, because when God says that he's going to help us, he's allowing the army of God to go before us in this battle. And he's saying to us, put on the whole armor, because I am going to go in front of you. I am going to fight your battles for you. This is what God is going to do for us when he tells us on this day, be encouraged, be strong, be courageous, and be calm. Because you see, all strength, courageous, and calmness is power. And I will provide you with that power to overcome your enemies. So my brothers and sisters, that is our word of encouragement for you on this day. And that word, once again, is taken from Isaiah 41 and 10. Be strong, be courageous, be calm, and have no fear, because you believe in God. You trust God, and you learn to lean and depend upon God, for he is your source of power. Amen. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, for allowing me to come into your hearts and into your home and provide you with another word of encouragement on this day. I am Byars.